going on, everyone? Ethan here with AC Toys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are reviewing the Super7's Ultimate Tyrannosaurus Dinozord. So as you can see here, this box is very plain Jane, very basic. Honestly, with all the 30th anniversary news that dropped yesterday during the live stream, I didn't really think I was going to be reviewing this today, but lo and behold, this showed up at my doorstep. So just to give you an idea of how massive this box is, this is a standard 6-inch Ranger next to the box itself. So it's basically 2 Rangers tall. But yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later. As you can see here, a very nice embossed, I think that's what you would call it, Tyrannosaurus Dino coin right there on the slipcover. Nothing on the side. Huge Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo on the back. Super7 logo right here. Contains 1 figure with accessories. Nothing on the side. Ultimate's logo at the top. Legalese at the bottom. Barcode. Licensed out by Hasbro to Super7. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and slip this thing off. And yoink! There you go. The Tyrannosaurus figure. Now, I'm not a huge fan of how the Ultimates line is so far. I saw a lot of reviews and pictures of it, and it just really isn't my thing. They don't scale with any of my other Rangers. Maybe the monsters would, but the Rangers themselves and the lack of articulation for a $50 figure just wasn't for me. But when I saw this and the Dragonzord, I knew I had to have this. It's a very retro style packaging, very early 90s. To mimic that feel. If you guys are unaware, Super7 likes to do these classic lines of figures with modern updates, more or less. But as you can see here, you have the window packaging, Tyrannosaurus figure right there. You got extra set of hands, the power coin, which I think is pretty cool, and then 2 little Ranger figures right there. But enough of that. Let's go and crack this guy open and see how cool he actually is. But before I cut it open, I did not realize there was anything on the back. Here is another product image, or not really product image, but an actual image of the Tyrannosaurus suit right there, Tyrannosaurus Dinozord. A brief bio if you guys want to go ahead and pause right here and read that. But if not, now let's go ahead and crack this guy open and see how cool he actually is. All right, and here we have the figure out of packaging. And like always, before we take a look at the figure, let's go ahead and take a look at his accessories. So first and foremost, he kind of comes with these semi-open hands on him out of factory. And then he comes with a set of closed-fisted hands. Very nice. The silver on these are done very nicely. And then you have his really open, maybe grabbing or posing hands on, basically just a wider grip than these. So yeah, there you go. And then he comes with 2 semi-painted Rangers. They almost look like putties. They're not very well detailed. They don't really look like they port anywhere, so you can kind of have them maybe right there at the front. But you really, I don't know. You have one that's in a "we need dinosaur power now" pose, and then you kind of have one where it's hands on his hips type of deal, superhero pose. Not the best in terms of paint, but what are you gonna do with something that small? And then last but not least, he comes with the Tyrannosaurus power coin, which actually I'm surprised that this is actually die cast metal. So it's really hefty, really, really cool. Yeah, very nice looking power coin. Much better than the one Hasbro did with their Morpher. Yeah. All right, enough of accessories. Let's go and take a look at the figure itself. Now, this figure looks fantastic. I can't express how much I love the look of this figure. It basically looks like the suit actor in figure form. Well, not the suit actor, but the suit itself. Now, I do have some gripes in terms of articulation, but we'll get to that in a little bit. As far as detail goes, I mean, I'm not 100% sure of where all the paint and accuracy are, but it looks like they got everything they needed to. They got the green right here on, I guess what would be his belt. You got the yellows right here, the blues in the eyes. The silvers are done in a very nice metallic silver. You got the paint details right here. You even got the silver outlining right here on the back. Very, very well done. All throughout the tail. Doesn't look like mine has any major paint mishaps that I can see. Look, yeah, no, mine looks to be pretty perfect. I'm pretty sure I'll find some later on. But as for right now, oh, wait, look, there we go. A little bit of a paint chip right there at the feet. A little bit of white coming through. But other than that, not too bad. Let's see, how does the... Okay, yeah, all the paint looks good. Yeah, the face or the head sculpt done very nicely. Guys, the red they chose, the silvers they chose, all perfect. Now, as far as articulation go, he actually has a decent amount, but not the best. But in terms of like what the figure is itself or the character, it's pretty passable. Now, you do have head rotation, so you have it up, left, right, full 360 right here at the base or the top base of the neck. You do have jaw articulation. He has his laser cannons inside his mouth. And then not only does he have articulation there, he has it at the bottom of the neck too, which can go left to right, and actually has its own little bit of up and down as well. So not bad. You can get a good amount of articulation out of this guy. You can have him looking straight up if he's looking at maybe like Serpentera or something, and then looking straight down at maybe Jason. So yeah, really good there. No butterflies, obviously. He does have, I guess, shoulders that will go like this. That is basically it. That's all you're going to get out of them. Wait. Am I mistaken? Is it just stiff? Hold on. Come on. Okay, no. There's a little bit of in and out, but not a lot. It is hindered back here a little bit. You do have a single jointed elbow, which doesn't go very far. It does rotate at the elbow. Wrist rotation, ball jointed, so go out about that far, in about that far, full 360. So decent amount of articulation in the wrist. You have the, I guess, mid torso. We'll just rotate left to right, full 360 really. No up and down, no ab crunch, no lower waist. You do have ball jointed hips, which does look like they can go out, but not very much. They are hindered back here at the back of the butt, I guess. You do have, no upper thigh swivel. You do have single jointed knees, but it's not right here, which is one of the weird things I had to mention about this. I don't understand why they didn't just make this the articulation point. They actually made it back here. It's a single joint. I wouldn't even say it's a joint. It's just more like forwards and backwards. Does rotate. Then you have ankle articulation, left, right, up, down. Oh, actually, nope, I take that back. No left and right, just forwards and backwards. Not even full 360. So it does go up and down a little bit like that. And yeah, as far as articulation goes, that is basically it. Now, like I said in the beginning, if you guys are unaware about Super 7, they basically just make classic toys, more of a modern day twist with better articulation. But in terms of like articulation goes, they're not the best. They're basically, I don't think any of their figures have double jointed elbows. It's all single jointed elbows. They spend all their money and R&D into, I guess, the sculpting and paint details, which, I don't know. I know you guys have seen like the Tommy images floating around. That is kind of a disappointment. They usually are a little bit better than that, I assume. But especially for like a $60 figure. But it is what it is. The Tyrannosaurus Rex came out really great. There is articulation at the tail, as you guys saw me messing with. It does not rotate at the base, but it does have ball joints in each section after that. So at the tip, we'll rotate full 360. They all basically just go a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit left, a little bit right. We'll all do full 360 if you need it to do full 360. So yeah, that is it as far as articulation goes. Well, realistically, I guess I really have nothing as far as size comparison goes. So I'll just go ahead and compare it to the Red Ranger Lightning Collection figure. And as you can see, they really don't scale well together. Maybe, you know what? Be right back. Well, as far as size comparison goes, here he is next to a standard Power Rangers Lightning Collection figure and a deluxe monster from the Monster line. As you can see, he doesn't scale with either. Yeah, no, he doesn't scale with either of these. So he really can't like be set up in a display with your Lightning Collection figures. He can definitely be displayed on his own with the little micro figures that he comes with. So there's that. But other than that, Ultimates line is definitely a standalone line. I think somebody had a Goldar. I forgot who reviewed him. But he does seem to scale a little bit better with the normal monsters. But as far as the Tyrannosaurus Zord goes, he's definitely his standalone thing in my opinion. So is he a smash? Is he a pass? If you guys really aren't into different scale figures that don't really go along with the Lightning Collection figures, I guess this honestly is an easy pass for you. But if you want a very detailed, very well sculpted Tyrannosaurus figure, I think this is the one to get. I don't have the Zap one, so I can't really compare how that goes, but definitely compared to the basic one that Hasbro released a few years ago, this definitely knocks that out of, just knocks it out of contending. So I will leave links down below on where you can get your own, and until next time, guys.